Excuse me. Hey, y'all. I'm waiting for more people. Well, I'm waiting for people to come in. I know this is the beginning of the live, and I'm waiting for more people to come in for the people that's going to be in the playback. And please excuse my voice. My asthma is acting up. Every time when the season change, my asthma starts to flare up. So that's why I sound congested because of my asthma and I have a cold. But every time the season change, my asthma flares up. So please bear with me. But I wanted to come on here to give a little update, and I said that I would be more transparent when I'm on here and stuff like that. So with that being said, yes, I'm about to tell y'all a little bit of my business. Because that's what people on here like to, know. They like to be nosy as YouTube. It is what it is. It's entertainment. But please, oh yeah, majority of the stuff that I'm about to talk about is stuff that already passed and I already went through. And it's over and done with. And I'm not looking for any sympathy. I don't want nobody commenting on my channel or page with no, like, basically violent comments, like, with the sad stuff. Me personally, when I'm going through something sad, I don't like for people to be like, wow, that's like really, really bad, because that makes me feel even worse. I like for people to be like, oh, either we want to try to figure it out together, or, to be honest, I prefer them not to even say that to me at all. Either you're going to be a part of the solution, or just keep me in your prayers. Yeah, either or. But yeah, I'm waiting for more people to come in. And I'm on my tablet. I want to wait until more people come in to tell y'all why I'm even using this tablet instead of like being on my phone and tablet. But there's a reason behind it. So I'm just waiting for more people to come in. I know it's a Tuesday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm pretty sure it's probably not going to be that many people on here because it's the middle, the beginning of the week. And, some of us have jobs and business to take care of. So, but I'm trying to see the comments. I don't know if y'all commenting or not, but I got it on live chat. All messages are visible. So I should be seeing comments whenever somebody comment. But yeah. I'm about to just talk because it's Tuesday and I don't think that many people will come in here anyway. But if more people come in, I would just repeat whatever I just said for the newcomers. But for the 7 people that are here, thank you for being here. And I don't. Oh, all right. I see Stacy B. Okay. Good afternoon, Stacy B. I just wanted to make sure my comments was working. But all right, I see it's working, but it disappeared. And normally, oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know why it's disappearing. It wasn't doing it before, and then it reappears. But yeah, I wanted to come on here just to share and give a little update. Anything that I'm sharing, 95% of it is stuff that's already passed and I already dealt with and it's already situated, or I'm dealing with it now. And yeah, I already dealt with it. And the 5% of the stuff that's not dealt with is I'm dealing with it now, and I'm getting it taken care of by myself. But yeah, so back to me telling my business, which I like doing, but I don't like doing. Because for the most part, I'm a private person, so I really don't even like doing this. I do like doing it, but I don't. But I really wanted to do, content creation. I wanted to do YouTube, so this is a part of it. But I'm still not going to tell all my business. I'm still going to have some stuff that's private. But with that being said, the last few weeks have been very rough. The last month, the last past 2 months been very rough or whatever like that. And recently on on the 14th, this is when it happened. So it's not a secret. Everybody know that I have bipolar 1 and I have PTSD and I have anxiety. So with that being said, regardless if I take my medication or not, which I do take my medication because I like taking my medication because it does keep me motivated and it keeps me like leveled out and it keeps me balanced and it allows me to be able to deal with people better, because a lot of people out here, they just like, they wicked, and a lot of people out here don't go to therapy and it shows. So with that being said, by me taking my medication and going to therapy, it helps me deal with people that don't go to therapy. and stuff like that. But whether I take medication or not, the doctors even told me that I can have, it's called a breakthrough. It's when like you taking your medication, but if your stress levels are too high, you could still like have a manic episode. So that's kind of what happened. What that is what happened. It's not kind of. That is what happened. I had a manic bipolar episode. I'm okay. Anybody or everybody that was around me is okay. Like it's not nothing that's like, you know, bad happened or anything like that. But with that being said, I had a manic bipolar episode on the 14th when I was on my way to my grandpa's house to go visit him. I believe the 14th was Father's Day. So I was on my way to my grandfather's house to go visit him on my dad's side. And that's when I had my manic bipolar episode. And when I had my manic bipolar episode, I lost my phone and wallet. So as of now, I don't have anything. I don't have my phone, none of my cards, none of my debit cards, my driver's license, my ID, nothing. My laundry card, everything is gone. So with that being said, everything is gone as of now. And I'm going through the process at my job, to get off of medical leave or whatever like that. Because the type of job I have, they have pretty good benefits. So I was on medical leave and hey, Brooke, thank you for being here. Hey, Brooke, and thank you. I want to give a special shout out to Mo, and I want to give a special shout out to Miriam for letting everybody else know that I'm live. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. But yes, thank you, Brooks, for being here. But yeah, I had a manic bipolar episode on the 14th. So I was literally wandering outside. I'm being honest and transparent. This is hard for me to even do. Even though I told y'all what happened before when I had a manic episode, but it's still kind of like a sensitive topic. I don't care. I'm being transparent. Nobody could use anything I'm saying, can use it against me, like in a bad way to make me feel bad, because I know what the hell I'm saying. So with that being said, can't nobody use nothing against me. I'm well aware of what I'm saying. I'm stabilized. I've been stabilized for 2 weeks. Ever since, well, I got admitted to the hospital on the 18th and I got discharged on the 26th. So ever since, the 26th, before I left the hospital, I was stabilized. They're not going to let me leave the hospital unless they feel as though I'm stabilized. So with that being said, yes, I am stabilized and I'm well aware of what I'm saying and all of that. So nobody can use anything I'm saying on my channel against me because I'm well aware of what I'm saying. And if I'm saying it on YouTube, then clearly I don't care if other people know. Because me sitting here telling my business on YouTube is literally like me telling the whole world my business. So I'm well aware of what I'm saying. Nobody can use it against me. If I felt some type of way about anything I was saying, or I really didn't want y'all to know, I wouldn't have came on here and told my business. Y'all only know, for the most part, y'all only know what I tell y'all. Y'all only know the business that I tell y'all. It's almost impossible for y'all to know anything else besides what I tell y'all, unless somebody being a stalker. But if anybody want to be a stalker, you already know I'm going to take legal action if somebody's sitting there, saying stuff that's not true. But yeah, I hey the Ellis, and thank you, Stacy B. Exactly. It might help other people. And I just want to be transparent because I made a promise to my, supporters that I would be more transparent. So I want to keep my word and do that. And that's another reason why I haven't been on here like that because, I was in the hospital. I checked my, YouTube studio, and the last time I was on here was like a week ago. So that's why I've been MIA too. And because, I be at work. And I'm not, as y'all know, I'm not monetized on YouTube yet. I only need 129 more watch hours to get monetized. So until I get monetized, it's not going to make sense for me to make YouTube my main priority when that's not paying my bills. Like YouTube is not paying my bills. So I'll be a fool to make that my main priority over the income that's guaranteed income that's paying my bills. So yeah, with that being said, I try to be on here as much as possible, but I was just in the hospital. So with that being said, I was, I couldn't be. Hey, Miriam. And thank you, Marion. Yeah, thank you, Marion. You wasn't on here before, I don't think. But yeah, I gave you a shout out and I gave you and Mo a shout out. And I want to give y'all a shout out again. Thank you for letting everybody know that I was on YouTube. And I know it's not going to be that many people on here because it's 1:00 in the afternoon on a Tuesday. But I know people will replay. So please like and share when y'all replay the people that But I have a cold, just to let y'all know, the newcomers know. I have a cold and my asthma is flaring up. So that's why I sound congested, but I'm trying my best to sound as clear as possible. But I have a cold and my asthma is flaring up. Every time the season change, my asthma flares up. So yeah, this is what it is. And I'm off work today, so I decided to get on here because to give y'all an update. And I promise y'all that I would be, more transparent and tell my business because, that's what people on YouTube like. They like to know other people's business. That's just what it is. I'm not going to lie. I like to know, I more so like to know celebrity business. I really don't care about, the common people business. I rather know about celebrity business versus everyday people. Besides, like the YouTube mommies, I watch like Strong Mommy Chrissy and people like her. But for the most part, I rather watch celebrities. But yeah, currently, so the update is one, I anything I talk about has already passed for the people that just got here. 95% of the stuff I'm talking about is old and I already dealt with it. And the 5% of the 5% that's left, I'm dealing with it currently. And I don't want nobody to feel sorry for me. Please do not comment on a replay. Please do not comment with the sad sob story. Like my world is just crashing. Like I'm a very optimistic person and I do a very good job. No matter the situation, I try to look at the good in every bad situation because I don't care what the situation is. It's some type of good that came out of the situation. You just have to look for it. So, with that being said, it doesn't make me feel better when I'm already in a bad situation and people like, some people like that when you're in a bad situation and people like make the situation speak or express how bad the situation is to make you, I don't know, I guess it's a validation for some people. Like they like when a situation is bad and people just be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, this and that. I don't like all of that. That makes me feel sadder and it makes me feel like, dang, my situation really is that bad. Even if I know it's that bad, I don't want nobody adding on to the fire. Like I already know it's bad. And I beat myself up enough. Nobody can ever beat me up more than I beat myself up. And I give myself grace also. But yeah, at the end of the day, whatever it is, I'm going to figure it out. And another thing that I wanted to mention, I should have wrote this stuff down. It'd be a lot of fake love going on YouTube. Now, if the shoe don't fit, if the shoe fit, weary. But if it don't, let it slide. If it don't apply, let it slide. So with that being said, I know how to play along very well until the very end. If I can do that with an intimate partner, I don't know why people on YouTube think that, oh, I can't do that on YouTube. If I know how to do that in my everyday life, living in Philly or around Philly, I don't know why people think like I learned. Like sometimes I do fall short and feed into it and and stop playing along too soon. But for the most part, I know how to play along to the very end until you expose yourself. So that being said, please, I don't care how mental I am, I'm very intelligent. I might seem like I'm not articulate sometimes because I'm going through something and I have anxiety and I have ADHD. However, it's nothing dumb about me at all. People that really have sat down and talked to me face to face or even over the phone and really had a deep conversation with me or took the time to have a conversation with me will tell you that girl is nothing slow about her at all. Older people that said it, white people that said it, black people that said it, people from all different backgrounds, doctors, psychiatrists, nurses, you name it. They just said it. Healthcare providers, oh, it's nothing slow about her. So I know how to play along very well. So with that being said, when I'm up, just know I have every right to talk my shit. When I get up, I'm gonna have every right to talk my shit. And I don't care who like it because I deserve it. I'm not gonna have, what is it called? I think it's called survivor's remorse or grief or something like that. I'm not gonna have none of that. Like when I'm up and I get up there to where I really want to be, I'm not gonna feel bad at all. And I'm gonna remember everybody that helped me along the way. I'm going to remember those that don't. I understand, and I'm a strong believer that nobody is entitled to help me do anything. But with that being said, nobody asks nobody for fake love either. Just like nobody entitled to help or care or whatever Nobody is asking for anybody to show fake love either. So, yeah, with that being said, no matter how many times I fall, I'm going to get up each time. And whether I get help or not, I'm going to figure it out. And I never forget. I don't hold grudges or nothing like that, but why would I forget? I'm never going to forget. I'm never going to forget who was there and who wasn't there. But yeah, if y'all have any questions, feel free to ask. But I don't want to just be on here and y'all not, y'all not interested. But if y'all have any questions, feel free to ask. Yeah, feel free to ask. Right, Stacey B. You're absolutely right. Oh yeah, and I have some good news. So I will be starting school, and like official school, not no certification online Google thing. School, real school, like college. And I'm happy about this and I'm excited. So I will be majoring in software development. So please pray for me and I will be able to vlog this journey. And I feel as though it's going to be very exciting and very fun. This is something I always wanted to do. And I'm upset because, as some of you know, right before the pandemic had happened, I was going to Job Corps and I completed the whole entire course. It was patient care technician. I completed the whole entire course while getting my high school diploma through Penn Foster. It's like a partnership Job Corps has. So you do your trade and you get your high school diploma. I already got my high school diploma. I have that. But the trade was the last part. First, you had to get your high school diploma in order for you to move on and do the trade. So with that being said, Stacey, I'm gonna get right back to you in a moment. So with that being said, I completed the whole course, the entire course. Only thing I had to do was sit down for my national exam on April the 9th, 2020. Excuse me, I burped. So as you know, that's right before the pandemic. They would Job Corps, as some of you may know, is like an age requirement. So I believe it's between the ages of 16 and 24. When I started Job Corps, I was already 24. I already had I already was coming up on the age requirement. So with that being said, the pandemic had happened and I aged out the program. So even though I completed the whole entire patient care technician course, every time I say it, it just burned my soul up. Even though I completed the whole entire patient care technician course, the pandemic happened and all the schools shut down. So we was unable to sit down for our national exam. When school started to open back up, they didn't let the people that aged out, they didn't let us come back and complete the course. So basically, I wasted my time and energy completing that whole course. Yeah, I know the knowledge or whatever like that, but that's not the only reason why I went to school for. I went to school for it so that I could actually, work in that field. So due to that happening, I was unable to go back and take my national exam. Job Corps called me like a few months ago, asked me, "Oh, are you doing anything related to your trade or anything like that?" And how it went. I straight told them basically in a nice way, a nice manner, cursed them out and basically told them like, "I don't even know why y'all calling me when y'all basically waste my time and energy." At the time, y'all was well aware that at the time, it was a lot of stuff going on, but despite all the stuff that was going on, I was still going to school. And I had one of the highest GPAs in my trade. And it was females in there that didn't have no kids, wasn't in there getting wasn't in there getting a high school diploma. Only thing they was doing was getting a trade. And that's it. I was, I had the kids and I had I had to get my high school diploma and I still had one of the highest GPAs in there. When we was drawing blood, a patient care technician is basically like a phlebotomist, an EKG tech, and a CNA all in one. So it's cross training. So when I was doing it or whatever like that, it was females in there. Some of them had to get their high school diploma just like I did, and some of them only had to do the trade. And the ones that only had to do the trade and some of the ones that had to get the high school diploma, they didn't have no kids. So I was in there with kids, living on my own, had to get my high school diploma and trade, and I still had one of the highest GPAs. When it was time for us to draw blood, do the phlebotomy part and stuff like that, and we had to do the actual, physical part and do the sticks and stuff like that, I was getting blood the first stick. even though I had less time to be in the lab compared to everybody else because I had to do Penn Foster, I still was getting blood, the first stick and all. Like, as you know, my surrogate, despite how she is or whatever like that, before, things got this bad, she was a good nurse to my knowledge. Well, I don't know how good she was a nurse, but a student she was. She was a good student, and she, was about to be valedictorian. But I ain't gonna lie, they was kind of hating on her. So somebody else got the valedictorian, but I think she was like the runner-up for the valedictorian. Anyway, make a long story short, I strongly believe a lot of it has to do with just genetics, and it just come naturally because, my surrogate, whatever like that. So that's one of the pros of being, uh, carried by her, is that, I kind of got some of her intellectual, intellectual gifts, because overall she is, when it comes to healthcare and stuff like that, she is intelligent. She just let it go to waste. But she is gifted when it comes to education and being intellectual. She just let it go to waste, and she chooses to give up. I'm not choosing to give up, and I'm not going to give up until my last breath. I'm not going to give up, and I'm not going to stop until, God take me away, because I have no choice. I told y'all before, I'm not the traditional type of Muslim, but for the most part, I believe in the core values, like, not killing yourself and stuff like that. I strongly believe in it. And from my own personal experience, Islam is for me. I know because of my own experience. I know it's for me. Everything is not for everybody. And God, Allah, whoever, the creator, whatever you want to call it, God, Allah, didn't choose for everybody to be Muslim. Some people fail to realize that. Some people are not meant to be Muslim, and some are. Islam is not for everybody. Everything is not for everybody. So it's not everybody's journey and path. But me personally, I'm not the traditional type of Muslim, but I believe in, for the most part, I believe in, not killing yourself and doing stuff like that, because you can't take that back. Once you can take back sin, well, you can't take back sin, but you can ask for forgiveness. But once you kill yourself and do stuff like, well, I don't think, oh man, I can't say that on here, I don't think. But once you unalive yourself, sorry, YouTube, I'm new to this a little bit. Once you unalive yourself and stuff like that, you can't take that back. You can't ask God for forgiveness and stuff like that. So, because I believe in that, and that's what's really keeping me. That's what's been keeping me alive. The fact that I have faith, some type of faith. Well, I have faith, ain't no some type. I have faith, and I personally believe I have strong faith, because if I didn't, I wouldn't be here. I would have been unalived myself a long time ago, and I'm not going to do that at all, because for one, I'm going to be in that same cycle, repeating, unaliving myself forever. And I don't want to do that. And hell is way worse than anything I'm going through right now. So why would I sit there and make myself suffer twice? And even more than the first time? That don't make sense. And I'm a smart person. Unaliving yourself wouldn't be a smart thing to do, because you're just going to suffer even more and worse than on earth. So yeah. That's not an option for me. I'm just putting it out there for y'all, because I know how people get on YouTube. Once you say certain things, people run with it. That might not even be the direction that you was going with it, but people take things and run with it in the direction they want to run with it. So I just had to make that disclaimer real quick. But yeah, I'm not going to give up. Certain people, they basically dying slow, like they already killed themselves. I'm not sitting there just going to lay around and just crawl under a rock somewhere and give up. No. I don't care what's going on. I'm going to try to make my situation better. As long as I have air in my lungs, I'm going to try to make my situation better. I'm not just going to sit there and, settle and be content with a bad situation that I don't want to be in. I'm going to try my best to get myself out the situation the best way I know how, despite what other people think. Because at the end of the day, people always say what they would have, could have, should have did, but they never really know what they would do until they're in that same exact situation. And even then, we're all not the same. So just because we might be in the same exact situation does not mean the same thing you did might work for me, because every single person is different. And what you eat don't make me, go to the bathroom. So with that being said, just because it worked for you don't mean it's going to work for the next person. But yeah, back to what Stacy B had asked. Stacy B had asked, was I diagnosed as a child and doesn't run in my family? So Stacy B might be new. So, my mental health diagnosis, it does run in my family on both sides. And my surrogate, I don't know if you're familiar, Stacey B, but my surrogate is all about the trees. And trees didn't do her job as a parent. When I was running away and stuff like that as a teenager, and DHS had got involved because I told them, because I called them because she was beating on me, abusing me, and stuff like that. When I had called DHS on her and told them what was going on, and they did an investigation, they had ordered her to take me to therapy. She took me to like one therapy session. Me and her went to one therapy session. And after that, I never went again. So I never got a chance to get diagnosed with anything as a child because my, surrogate didn't do what she was supposed to do and take me, to see a psychiatrist and therapist and stuff like that. Stacey B, yes. So yeah, she didn't do her job as a parent and take me to, therapy. She knew, if me personally, now that I'm a mother and stuff like that, if I see my child behavior, any intelligent person, and she intelligent, so that's what I'm saying. Any intelligent person or any person with a little bit of sense or care a little bit about their child or pay attention to their child, when she did not pay attention to me. Only time she paid attention to me is when she wanted a reason to beat on me. That's when she paid attention to me. To find a reason to whip my ass and beat on me. That's when she paid attention to me. So anytime you see your child go from being innocent and not interested in boys and not doing certain stuff to just totally doing the 360 and going left, it should be an automatic red flag. Maybe she should go see a psychiatrist or a therapist so we can get down to the bottom of this, especially with your parent being in healthcare. Especially with that, because even being a patient care technician, we have chapters about adolescence and stuff that goes on with teenagers and stuff like that. So if we get insight on that, I know a nurse, an EMT, is getting even more insight on, adolescence and stuff that kids go through and signs of SA and stuff like that. If she really, really wanted to know, she could have found out. So yeah, that's what it is. But she didn't do her job and take me to, therapy to get down to the bottom of why my behavior just did a total 360. Like, I'm sitting there going to neuroscience programs with the University of Penn. If you look on my community wall, you will see my certification of completion. When I was 14 and when I was 15, I went to Work Ready, Philadelphia. Work Ready provided work and pay. Well, Work Ready provided the paycheck, and in the hospitals and stuff like that provided like the work site. So, excuse me, Albert. When I was going to Work Ready, I was working at a hospital at 14 years old. If you look on my certificate, if you look at on my completion of certification for the volunteer thing, it was paid. Well, it was work, but they had to say volunteer because Mercy Hospital wasn't the actual facility that was providing us pay. They just provided us a workplace, and Work Ready provided, the paycheck. So if you look at my community tab, I was in a program. If you Google that certification and Google the names and stuff like that, I was in a neuroscience program with the University of Penn at 14 to 15 years old. Why would I just go from that to just being a fast ass out of nowhere? Why would I start running away and doing stuff like that? Nobody made me sign up for Work Ready. I found out about that through school. Nobody made me sign up for that. We wasn't mandatory, nothing like that. I came to her and asked her to sign paperwork. It wasn't her idea. That's what I was interested in. University of Penn, neuroscience and stuff like that. I wasn't interested in boys. I used to daydream about being married, going to college, and doing it that way, like the right way. That's what I used to daydream about when I was doing my chores. I wasn't daydreaming about being nobody's baby mom or anything like that. I was daydreaming about going to high school, being in sports, maybe a little cheerleader, something like that. My little science programs, science fairs. I wanted to do stuff like that. I was looking forward to stuff like that. I wasn't looking forward to being nobody's baby mom. That wasn't what I was admiring. That's not what I was looking forward to at all. I don't care what the hell was going around me in Philly. That's not what I was looking forward to when I got old enough to do certain things. So yeah, but my, dreams are about to come true, and I'm about to go to a real college. I appreciate what Job Corps did for me, because if it wasn't for Job Corps, I wouldn't have my driver's license, and I wouldn't know the stuff that I do know pertaining to patient care technician. And I do appreciate, my time at Job Corps, because being as though because I had my driver's license, I was able to do certain jobs that I wouldn't be able to do unless I had my driver's license. So everything, I did benefit and get something out of the program. However, I didn't get the main thing that I came for, and it was my patient care technician certification. But now I'm about to be able to do that. So I'm about to major in software development. That's what I'm about to major in, software development. And thank you, Mo. But yeah, I have faith, and I don't have that, mentality of giving up or being hopeless and all of that. No, they just make the situation worse, and it just make you feel worse being hopeless. Why sit up there and cry in the rain when you could dance? You can dance in the rain instead of crying. And I was tired of crying in the rain, so now I'm dancing in the rain. And that's what I'm going to do. And I know it's some people that's going to be out here that feel as though I don't deserve certain things because of certain situations. If you really, really get down to the bottom of it, my life wasn't supposed to be. Like, all the stuff that happened wasn't even supposed to be happening. And was out of my control. The main core things that changed my life forever was not supposed to happen. It was out of my control. And I reacted to it the best way I knew how at the time. And we all know when you're younger, things don't click like how we do once you become like 29 and 30 years old. We all know that. If we want to sit here and lie, be fake, and act like most people got it all figured out under 29, that's a damn lie. Most people do not have it all figured out, especially people that been through traumatizing things. That affects how your brain develops. It affects how you mature mentally, physically, all of that. It affects a lot of stuff, like everyday life. It affects a lot of stuff. I'm sitting here like, I'm not going to I am going to keep talking about it to a certain extent until I feel better. I do feel better, but I'm going to keep talking about it until I'm completely out of the situation, because I want justice. I ain't going to lie. Like, God forbid I would die today or tomorrow. I'm a spiritual person, but God forbid I die today or tomorrow. I hope I don't be a ghost and just be stuck here or something like that, because I feel some type of way, and I feel like I didn't get justice. So that's why I keep talking about it, because I never got justice, and I feel as though we all know, a lot of us know, whether I was to go to the cops today or tomorrow, they don't give a fuck. Like, let's be real. You know how many women go to the cops or go to court and stuff like that, and it just makes the situation worse because they end up becoming a target, and people don't believe them, or nobody gives a fuck. Nobody cares for them. Like, nobody like of authority, like, court officials, people like that, they really don't care for them. So you going there can be like even more traumatizing, because you got to relive all of that. All of the stuff that happened to you, you had to relive, and you had to tell in front of strangers. That's humiliating in itself. Going to court and testifying against somebody that did something to you is traumatizing in itself. And I don't think a lot of people realize that. It's traumatizing. Then you have to deal with the aftermath of what you just said and told in court. Then you have to deal with like your own personal feelings about everything that just transpired. It's a lot to deal with. And you still have to live and work and do your everyday stuff. So it's a lot. But yeah, Stacey Bay, I'm reading your comment. Unfortunately, that happens a lot in our community. It's internally self-perceived as a fault of the parent, which put folks in denial of it all. They rather ignore it than feel guilty. Exactly, Stacey B. That's so true. Oh yeah, guys, can y'all please share the live and like on your way in or out? I greatly appreciate it. Oh yeah, and in case y'all want to donate to the channel or anything like that, because as I said before, I'm not monetized. Y'all can cash at me at Cash App LOV 99415. Again, y'all can cash at me at, or y'all can look at my other videos to see my cash apps, to see my cash app tag. But I believe it's love not underscore 9415. But in my profile picture, I have like a hijab on. So that's me. But if y'all would like, feel free to, support and, send cash apps. But yeah, I'm about to go to school and I can't wait. I'm looking forward to, going to school because I genuinely like learning, not just for money, but I genuinely like learning. And IT is a completely new industry and career path for me. So I'm looking forward to that. And I can't wait. I always wanted to, go to college, a real college, not trade school. And, do that. It's going to be a new experience. It's going to be fun. And I'm looking forward to it. Learning to me is fun. I'm not talking about the party side because I don't even like humans. I'm very antisocial. I like a few. I don't even like a few friends for real. I can, rock out by myself, vibe out by myself for the most part. I'm very in tune with myself and I like, for the most part, being by myself. I will go to the beach by myself. I will go anywhere where it's water at by myself and be vibe out and be happy and fine. Have my music, have my medical marijuana, and just vibe out by myself. I'm okay with that. And it's way less drama when I be by myself. A lot of the times, a lot of the situations, like even a situation that just transpired the past couple of years, if I would have never ever helped my sisters, I would have never ever been in that situation. If I would have never opened up my newly renovated 3-bedroom house to my sisters, I probably would still have everything I had. Me letting people in my space is what caused a lot of problems. The problems that I create by myself, I'll be getting over with no problem. It'd be fixable problems. But when other people start entering my space, that's when things get out of hand to where I can't even fix it. Any problem that I created on my own, just solely by myself, I always got out of it. But when I started adding other people to the equation is when things started getting really out of hand. But now I know. So it is what it is now. But now I know. But yeah, I tried my best and I'm still trying. So I give myself grace because I know if most people been through half the stuff I've been through, they'd be strung out somewhere on drugs. They wouldn't have a job, they wouldn't have a house, they wouldn't have nothing. They would just give up and be strung out on drugs. And I'm not that. So I give myself grace because it takes a lot for me not to be bitter, for me not to be like, I be angry sometimes, but for the most part, I'm in a good mood and I'm happy. I'm a human being, so I'm going to be angry sometimes. But for the most part, I'm not bitter. I got a little resentment, a tiny bit, but it's getting better. Some people, it increased as time go on. My resentment is decreasing, not increasing. So that's a good thing. And I'm not bitter. Like a lot of people are bitter and hopeless and stuff like that about the bad things that happen to them in life. And I have a positive outlook on life. I still try to find a good in every bad situation. So, me personally, I feel as though I'm doing good because things could be way worse than what it is. And I could feel way worse than what I feel. I feel okay. Like I don't feel like I'm content right now. And yeah. And even if I was feeling really, really bad, I probably wouldn't even share that right now because, people like when you down and stuff like that. And you don't want, excuse me. Oh yeah, for the new people that just came in, I have an asthma flare up. When the season change, my asthma flares up. So I currently have a cold and an asthma flare up. So I'm very congested. Excuse the way I sound. I'm sorry, but it's nothing I can do about it. And I was off today. So I said, why not go live? And I'm only 829 watch hours away from getting monetized. So I said, since I'm off work today and I'm not doing anything, I might as well go live. And I promised that I would be more transparent. So I was just on here telling my business, being transparent, like how, YouTube likes, like with the algorithm likes for you to, tell your business and stuff like that. This is YouTube. And I promised that I would be more transparent and give y'all updates. So that's what I'm doing, telling my business and giving y'all updates. But yeah, hey, Michelle, thank you for being here. Please don't forget to hit a like on your way in or out. Thank you for joining us. But yeah, what y'all want to talk about? We got our little bit of people in here, and hopefully we have even more people with the replay. But what y'all want to talk about? And do anybody know? Like, okay, so Miriam is helping me, but Would anybody else like to help with a resume? Like, I just need an example of a good resume. That's what I need. And then I can do my own resume. But I would greatly appreciate it if anyone is willing to email me an example of a good resume for an assistant store manager position. I would greatly appreciate it. And my email address is LoVinAllofna, LoVin all of not at gmail.com. Excuse me. I don't know why every time I start talking, I want to get all gassy and stuff. Like, I don't like that. It's nasty. I was sitting here this whole time, not saying that and not doing that and not on live. And I was fine. As soon as I want to get on live, I want to be all gassy and nasty. But anyway, I don't like that. It be irritating me. It's a big pet peeve of mine. So sorry. But even though it's me doing it, I still don't like it. So anyway, my email address, if you want to help me with my resume and send me an example of a really good resume, you can email me at lovinallofnot@gmail.com. That's my business email. Yes, Stacey B, what do you want to ask? Because we don't have nothing to talk about anyway. So what you want to ask? If anybody have any questions, please feel free to ask respectfully, because I know how to match energy. Either I'm going to ignore you or I'm going to match the energy. I don't know which one I might do. So you pick a side. Now, I'm not talking to you, Stacey B. I'm saying in general. Because you've been nice and respectful. Well, you've been kind and respectful. But ask away. And I got a new combination of medicine. And I really like my combination of medicine. I don't care. I'm going to just tell y'all. So, because it's not a big, like, I don't even care at this point. I care, but I don't care. And I feel like it's not a secret. Like, I take medicine and it's what it is. So the combination of medicine I got now is, I've been taking Risperdal, but they increased it. Yeah, they increased it. So they increased it and they've been giving me Haldol. So I'm taking Risperdal and Haldol. And I really like the combination because I feel like motivated to do stuff. And I feel the way I always wanted to feel. Like, I always wonder, like, how people just be doing stuff no matter how they feel. Like, no matter their emotions, they still do what they have to do and be productive. And I've been doing it ever since I've been taking this combination. And I really like it. Like, no matter what's been going on, I still been motivated and had the willpower to get up, go to work, and do all the stuff I want or need to do. And I really like it. Well, Stacey B, unfortunately, due to mop water and her mop water daughter, the fat one, thanks to them, I haven't been able to parent the way I wanted to parent due to their involvement in doing what they did. But when they were with me, I treated my kids the way I wanted to be treated by her. So, for example, I would want my mom to, like, do certain activities and stuff like that with me. So I would do it with my kids, especially my daughters. Yeah, so that's how it would go. I would do stuff like that, and like cooking and stuff like that. I would make sure our environment was clean, like how I wanted my environment to be when I was younger. I would make sure our environment is clean. I would try to be mindful of how I talk, even when I'm upset. I would try to be mindful of that. Yeah, I would try to be mindful of how I react to things when I'm upset and be very mindful of the words I use, whether I'm upset or not. I was mindful to, like, give positive reinforcement, like encouraging them to do better and letting them know that they could do anything they want to do and letting them know that they could, come to me and making them feel comfortable enough to come to me about anything. But yeah, Stacey B. Right, I can put a petition in, but I don't want to do that until I move out the state. I want to be far away from her as possible so the situation can never ever happen again. So I'm not doing that until I'm financially able to move as far away as possible from her so this will never ever happen again. If possible, I'm trying to leave the country. That's why I'm trying to go to school now. Well, that's why I'm going to school now. Do y'all know? Like, I'm pretty sure some of y'all are familiar, but software developers, for one, I don't even like human beings for real, for real. So that's the main reason why I'm even doing software development, because I don't have to interact with human beings like that. I really love healthcare, but the older I get, and after all of the stuff I just been through this past years, I don't have the patience that I used to have. I don't have the patience I had before the pandemic. So with that being said, I know it wouldn't be a good idea for me to do healthcare, because I'm a work in progress right now. And I'm going to be a work in progress for a while. I know. Well, I'm going to be a work in progress for the rest of my life. And I just don't have the patience in me no more to do that type of work. So I decided to go in a different direction and to step into IT. And I already dabbled and wet my feet a little bit in IT. I don't know if y'all remember, but I was taking cybersecurity courses already, and basic IT courses, and cybersecurity courses. I actually got pretty far in the cybersecurity courses, but the reason why I had stopped is because it's very, very difficult to find a job in cybersecurity. They want you to have like 5, 6 years experience for entry level position. We all know that don't even make sense. Why would somebody have 5 to 6 year experience apply for entry level position unless that was the only position available? But if I'm entry level, that automatically means that I'm just entering. So most likely I won't have that experience. So that was the issue. So I stopped doing that, because in the midst of me doing that, I was looking for jobs because I was about to be finished, and I couldn't find any jobs in that field. So I said, okay, let me go in a different direction and do software development. My company that I work for has plenty of positions in software development. And my company that I'm working for is expanding greatly and will be expanding over the next few years. So I figured me going into the software development industry and IT industry would be a good idea, because it's expanding. We have the AI going on, we have the robotic stuff going on. So that's what I'm interested in. I always been interested in science, so I feel as though this is like almost the closest thing to this is like the closest thing to this is the closest thing to healthcare that I can do and that I'm interested in, because it's still science. IT is science. So that's what I'm going to be doing, because that's what's in demand. And in case y'all didn't know, software developers start from like 180,000 salary. So that's way more than nursing. Yeah, that's more than nursing. Entry level software developer is that amount. So I'm looking forward to that, and I don't have to interact with people like that. IT is like one of the one of the industries that, the least amount of social interactions with humans. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. After what my family has done, and other people, a few other people in my family, especially my ex-husband and my family, after what they have done, I'm like, yeah, I really don't have patience for humans. There's a difference between being a human and people. There's a difference between being a person and a human. People are one thing, humans are another. You have to be humane in order to be human. A lot of people are just people and not humans. Mop water or trees, whatever you want to call her, that's a person, people. That's not a human. You have to be humane to be human. So yeah. Exactly, Stacey B. And that's what I need. I can't be working for free. I can't afford to work for free, unfortunately. I know internships is how you get your foot in the door, but I can't afford to do that. Exactly, Stacey B. I can see myself going in that directions with the whole liking humans. I mean, liking animals thing more than humans. Now I get it. The older I get, the more I get that concept of liking animals more than humans. Now I get it, especially after the past few years. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like, I don't honestly, like, I know how I'm making it, but I really don't know how. Like, I be having my episodes, so I do be going crazy, but I don't, like, through the grace of God, I'm still, like, functioning enough to go to work, to not be, like, somewhere under a rock somewhere, just let myself perish. Like, yeah, through the grace of God, I don't know how, but I'm here. I'm alive. Like, y'all don't understand. If y'all really, really knew all this stuff, y'all would be, like, in disbelief. Because I'm even in disbelief. Like, I don't want to talk about, I be wanting to talk about stuff, but I don't, because it's going to make me start tearing up. But if y'all really knew, y'all would be like, damn, that's crazy. Like, y'all would just be surprised. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to sit up here and act like, oh, I'm a saint and stuff like that. No, I'm not a saint, but I don't deserve the treatment that I got either. I'm not a saint, I'm not a victim, but I don't deserve the treatment that I got in the past from my family, from my ex-husband. I had good intentions. Regardless of what happened, my intentions was good. And the intentions wasn't good. And that's what matters the most, people's intentions. Because at the end of the day, God, whoever you believe in, whatever, has the last say. And it's already written for certain things to come forth. However, the only thing us as humans really have and people have are intentions, because we can't really control every aspect of our lives. But intentions matter. Like, your intentions matter. And I had good intentions. And once I started seeing certain stuff, that's when I started changing. Like, that's just, at the time, that's how I was. If I see this going in a certain direction and I already been there, done that before, and I see that you're trying to finesse and get over on me, I'm going to sit there, play dumb, and I'm going to attack. And that's basically what I did when I was married. And my family, the whole family thing, that whole SSD thing, they're about to shut down Stacey B. There's no point in me even getting SSI. And I don't like the whole concept of just getting an allowance from the government, and that's the only thing I get. I don't like that. I like going to work and having the possibility of making endless amounts of money. I don't like that whole idea of getting an allowance from the government. And then on top of that, I already applied 3-4 times and they denied me. And I did my own research, and you can even look it up yourself. In like 10 years, well, in a couple years, that whole SSI thing about to be over. It's about to be over. Like, a lot of people about to get cut off. And the whole SSI thing about to be a rant. It's about to be done and over with. You can Google it yourself. I just seen it on YouTube. All of that's about to be over and done with, all the SSI. And then it's messed up because the people that really need it don't be getting it half of the time. Like, I really, really need it, and I really, really be trying to do everything on my own, but I be in and out of hospitals. And that's what it's for. It's for people that be in and out of hospitals, and for people like me. And the people be lying. I understand some of us got to get in how we live and lie, but a lot of y'all, it's too many of y'all lying. So the other people that really need it, like me, can't get it. Okay, Mo. Okay, Mariam. That's what I'm talking about, Mariam. I'm trying to be like you. You got the ex that's like, I got ex that's like, doing stuff or did stuff, but that's what I want to say. I want to be like, yeah. And you don't be talking to nobodies. That's what I'm talking about. We too grown to be talking to fucking nobodies. Everybody is somebody to somebody else, but I'm just saying, like, we too grown and old to be talking to nobodies. And you can only work 20 hours with SSI. And the cost of living today, what? You need more than SSI with the cost of living. And I don't get food stamps and none of that. Like, I was getting food stamps at one point, but then they cut it off. And I be tired of keep sending my pay stubs. Like, that's annoying. I already be tired from work. Then I got to keep track of this whole welfare thing. Like, I don't even want it no more. Like, fuck it. I'm going to just be hungry until I figure it out. Because all that reporting of welfare, that'd be too much. You already got to worry about, stuff at work. Then I'm in school. And even though I'm not taking my software development programs yet, it's courses that my job offer for free that's in IT. So I'm doing Cloud 9 right now and stuff like that. So I don't have time to be doing it. See, that's what I'm talking about, Miriam. You talk to bosses, not nobodies. You get married by a boss, not a nobody. But yeah, I'm trying to be that boss too. But I don't want it to go to my head though. I'm gonna pray that it don't go to my head. But I know I'm gonna talk my shit. Once I get that degree, I already know it's a rat because I deserve to talk my shit. Some people don't deserve it. I'm not gonna have survivor's remorse at all. That's I'm sorry to say it, but some people are not gonna like me because I'm gonna talk my shit when I get up there, and I deserve to. I deserve to, and I don't care. Now I understand to a certain extent why some people be like that. That people that got it off the mud, now I understand why they be like that once they get up there. Because when you get it off the mud and finally get up there, what? And you had to go through all the stuff you went through just to get where you wanted to be, it's different. And you deserve to talk your shit. But I ain't gonna lie, I really did want to do healthcare. But I don't think that's a good idea because I don't look at people the same. Like, I don't have a bad outlook on the world. It's just like, I just see a pattern in humans, and most humans ain't shit. That's just how they program. That's just what it is. Like, I didn't make the rules, but not just from my own experience, from other people's experiences too. Most people, not humans, because humans is different than people. Most people ain't shit. That's just how it is. Like, I see it all over the world. People I don't even know. I see the stuff. I'm very observant, and I be seeing the stuff that people be going through. All different cultures, all different races, ethnicities, everything. I see and I watch. I pay attention, and it's just like that's just how the world is programmed. It is a lot of good people, but there's a lot of bad people too, and that's just how it is. And you just have to pick a side. Can't serve two masters. Exactly, Stacey B. I want to pop my shit, but I still want to be humble. Like I'm gonna have to learn how to balance it out. Once I get to that point, I have to learn how to balance it out because I don't want to be arrogant, but I do deserve to pop my shit too. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to balance it out because too much of anything is a bad thing. So I'm gonna have to balance it out. But yeah, do y'all have any more questions? Because I've been on here an hour. Exactly, Stacey B. And I always said it. Nursing and healthcare and stuff like that, that's a passion for me. That's just not about money. I'm not going to sit up there and be one of those nurses or healthcare providers that I don't like. That's just, you can clearly see that they're just there for money. This is not a passion of theirs. They don't want to be there. They don't care about them patients. They don't have the capacity to deal with the patients. I'm not going to be like that. So I'm just not going to do it. I'm going to find something else to do that's, lucrative and, that I'm interested in, and I'm going to do that. I'm not going to sit up there and play in people's face like that and play with people's family members like that. I'm not going to do that because karma is real and God is watching. We can fool each other, but we can't fool God. And people need to realize that. Oh, to be honest, Stacey, I don't be keeping up with her. So I don't know when she's going to jail. Yeah, I don't know when she's going to jail. But they know where she at. So I don't understand. Because I know they know where she at. Like, she be on, did she be on YouTube still? Because I know the channels got taken down. So did she make a new channel, y'all? Or is she just on Station here? I don't be knowing. I know whatever y'all tell me. I don't be knowing what's going on with her for. I only know what incoming be. I watch incoming. Yeah, for the most part, I mainly watch incoming. That's how I be knowing what's going on. Yeah, shout out to incoming. That's what I be watching. But sometimes I don't be wanting to, like, entertain it, like, entertain that type of vibe. So I don't even watch it. Because I ain't gonna lie to y'all, like, y'all gotta understand that. That's, like, I came from her. So it's like a natural, I hate that it's this way, but it's like some, like, natural connection that me and her got that I really, really wish I could just cut that fucking cord. But it's some type of spiritual, maternal connection. Not maternal, but I don't know what you would call it for the child, but it's some type of connection that I have with her that I wish I didn't have. I'm not gonna lie, low key angry about that I still have some type of connection with her because I was inside of her body for 9 months. So with that being said, even though she's mean and stuff like that, I don't want to have anger because anger is like poison and I'm the only one drinking it. But at the same time, like the full animosity that I want to have towards her, it's hard for me to have because I can't honor her. But I know like I be fighting with myself basically. Like I really want to be hateful and stuff like that. But I know I be on here talking shit. Not talking shit, but speaking the truth. But to her, it's talking shit. I know I be on here talking shit. But I ain't gonna lie, like low key, not feeling bad, but I feel bad about our whole situation as a whole. Yeah, I feel bad about all of us. Like my dad, I feel sorry for them a little bit. Yeah, I feel sorry for them a little bit. That's what it is. That's the word. I feel sorry for them a little bit because I know the stuff that they've been through. It don't make it right for them to do what they do and to treat their kids the way they treat them, but I know the stuff that they've been through. And, the same way I be telling people, I can't tell nobody how to, can't nobody tell me how to react to something or how to cope with stuff. What they did is wrong, and it's wrong no matter what, but that's how they cope with whatever they went through. And I just feel bad for the family as a whole because it's a really effed up situation. And then I see how other people's situations be with their mom and their dad and their family in general. And I just be like, damn, I wish my family could have had that and experienced that. Like my family in general. I wish they could not be as sick because they sick. That's what it is. They're sick and they don't want to get help or they don't have the willpower to get help. I'm congested. I'm not crying, y'all, just to let y'all know I'm congested. I'm having an asthma flare up and I have a cold because the season is changing. And I'll be going from the hot outside to AC back and forth. So my body is just all messed up from that. But I'm not crying. I'm just congested. And I'm not on station. I'm not using my phone. For the people that just came in, well, it's the same 15 people in here. So I don't got to keep repeating myself. But I lost my phone and my wallet leading up to me going to the hospital. So I'm on the tablet. And I'm not using station yet, so I can't mute it and stuff like that. I really need to go blow my nose, but I'm about to go in the other room and blow my nose because I know I sound congested and nasty. So, y'all give me like 2 minutes. I'm about to go in my living room and blow my nose. I'll be right back. I'm back. But yeah, I be wanting to be real hateful and do shit, but it's not in me to be as hateful as they are. I don't know how, what I came from them, but it's not in me to do certain shit that they be doing. It's not in me to do that unless they keep fucking with me. But other than that, for the most part, she ain't been fucking with me like that. So there's no reason for me to really do the shit that I really want to do. So Stacey B, what you was saying? You said come to court with trees, I believe. Oh, that's her name on her YouTube channel. Oh my God, come to court with trees. But yeah, I didn't even know that until you told me that. I don't be knowing. Exactly, Marion, I don't be watching it because I feel as though whatever you feed and like whatever you put your attention into, that's what grows. And I don't want to give my energy. I don't want to feed my energy. Like I don't want to give my energy away to that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to feed my energy to that. That's something that's negative. I want to feed my energy. I want to feed into positive energy, not bad. Exactly, Miriam. You get it. Exactly. It's like an imprint. Like I be wanting to take her out, but it's just like if I take her out, I don't know what it is, but I feel like I'm taking out myself. It's like I feel like if I take her out, I'm in a way spiritually taking out myself because I came from her and I'm just like a better version of her because that's what your kids and offspring technically is. It's like you, but like a remix of you and somebody else and a better version of you. That's what your offspring kids are. It's a remix of you and a better version of you. Half of you and half of somebody else. is a remix version of you. And I feel like if I'm taking her out, I'm taking my past self out. Yeah, I feel like I'm taking my past self out if I take her out. It's like a weird movie type thing. But yeah, it's an imprint thing. Stacey, I know, Stacey, I know, but I feel as though I don't know. It's like I'm having like an internal battle. Stacey B, trust me, I want to do it so bad. I do, but then again, I feel bad for her because, like, look at her, like she just perishing. It's like you already you know what I'm saying? You already suffering, You don't even know how much you're suffering. She's suffering so much she don't even realize how much she's suffering. And that's crazy. Exactly, Stacey B. Turn the trauma into motivation. Yeah, right, Stacey B. I forgive them already, but I'm still angry about the situation a little bit because the only reason why I'm still angry about it is because it's still affecting me to this day. Things that happened in my childhood is still affecting me to this day. That's why I'm upset about it. Because it's like I'm trying to move on from it, but my body is not allowing me to move on. That's what I'm upset about. Oh no, Stacey B, I'm a lady. Like I'm classy. I know how to be ratchet, but for the most part, I'm a classy individual. I'm ratchet a little bit because I had to be in order to adapt to my environment to survive. Just like in the nature, animals camouflage. I'm like a chameleon. But deep down inside, I'm a classy individual. Like I'm a gangster classy. Like it's weird. I'm gangster classy all at the same time. Like I remind myself of Polo G. I don't know if y'all familiar with Polo G, but that explains me. I'm like a classy, low key gangster. You wouldn't even think I've been through or done certain stuff by the way I look. But yeah, I'm like a classy, laid back nerd. It's a combination. I like it because it's like the best of both worlds. Like I like my personality and like who I am deep down inside as a person because it's like the best of both worlds. Book smart, street smart, not a punk. But that whole not being a punk thing, gangster thing, I need to fall back because like at this point in time, like for a whole while, I need to fall back. That's why I be praying and stuff like that and meditating and exercising. Because I know it's a monster inside of me, but I can't let that monster consume me. And I can't, the way I'm feeling and be feeling, I know I could end up in jail for a very, very long time if I ever just let the beast unleash. If I let the monster be unleashed, I know I could be in jail for a very long time. So I refuse to do that, especially at no 29, 30 years old. I refuse. So I don't care. At this point, y'all can call me a punk, whatever. I know exactly what I'm capable of, so I'm going to fall back and stand down unless my life depends on me letting the monster be unleashed. Now, if my life depends on me doing that, I'm going to do that. I'm not going to let nobody take me out. I don't care about the consequences. I'm not letting nobody take me out. I'm not dying like that. Yeah, I'm not letting nobody take me out. I know that. But yeah, I got a strong fighting spirit, and I will never go out like that. Even if that is what's supposed to happen, I guarantee you that other person gonna be hurt too. But yeah, all that farting and burping and chewing, no, I used to hate when she would do that in front of us. I used to be pissed off. Like, y'all don't understand. I used to be very, very angry. And then she used to tell me not to correct my kid. When my kids started doing it, somebody said, oh, that's just how she eat. No, that's not how she's going to eat. She's going to eat with her mouth closed like a decent human being. That's what she's going to do. Now, if you want to be nasty and eat, like, I ain't saying the nasty part there, but in my head, I'm like, if you want to be nasty, that's on you. I'm not raising no nasty, eating like a damn camel person. I'm not raising it. If you want to eat like that, nobody told you not to do that. That's on you. But yeah, she used to get upset when I tried to correct minds about chewing like her. Tripping. That's what I be talking about. She tried to make it seem like, oh, I'm just so bad and I'm a nobody, I'm a bum, this and that. Girl, like what? If I kind of had to like lower myself so that you wouldn't be even meaner. If I really lived up to my full potential when I was around you, you would have despised me and you would have ruin my self-esteem. My self-esteem is way better now, even though I went through all this stuff with my kids. I lost all the stuff I lost. I kind of still, I didn't lose, I lost myself a minute, but then I failed myself and I failed my true self. Like, if I would have stayed around them and none of this stuff happened, I would still have very low self-esteem. Since I haven't been around her, my self-esteem has increased greatly. Because I haven't been around her, my self-esteem has improved greatly. I don't allow or accept certain partners since I stopped being around her. I noticed a lot of stuff. A lot of, bad habits. Exactly. We're too cute for Joe. Joe is dirty. Joe is unsanitary. It's unhealthy. You see this food they eat? I like fruits and vegetables on the regular. I have a blender. I have my frozen mango. I have my frozen strawberries. I have my frozen blueberries. I like healthy foods. Gel is not a place for me. I like self-care. I like washing up. I like exfoliating. I love exfoliating. You can't do certain stuff like that in gel. Gel is not sanitary. Gel is not healthy. Gel is not for me. Gel is not for me. Okay? So, yeah. I'm sorry to lose track, but gel is not for me. I just seen that comment and I had to say something. Gel is not for me. It's not about what you do. It's about not getting caught. So, yeah, gel is not for me. You know how many government officials and politicians and CEOs and all types of people that's higher up, doing all types of stuff? It's not about what you know. It's about what you can prove, and it's about not what you did. It's about not getting caught. So, yeah. But for the most part, I ain't do nothing major. I didn't harm nobody or nothing like that. I never did nothing like that. It's petty stuff. Stuff that nobody would pay no mind for. I never killed nobody, nothing like that. I never did nothing major like that. But yeah, I don't be wanting to watch. I'm reading your comments, so that's why I'm kind of bouncing back and forth different stuff, because I'm reading your comments and then I'm, responding to the comments too. But yeah, now I'm at Stacy B comment. It says, God is healing you from the inside out. Okay, Illis was telling me she only have Trees Tea channel. But yeah, all that burping and stuff, no, I'm not doing it. It's not ladylike. And it's just not pleasant. Like, my name, Naima, means pleasant. And burping, that's not a pleasant thing to do. Especially to see a woman. I don't care who it is, but especially a woman. Right, Stacey. I try not to feed into it. But yes, I love a self-care day. Well, every day, I feel like you should need a little self-care day. Because it make you feel better. Like, all of the salt, the Epsom salt, all of that type of stuff, it really does make you feel better. I don't know, like people that know. The Epsom salt is my best friend. Like, what? Tripping, missing out. Hey, Stormy C today. Hey. But yeah, I'm about to get off of here, y'all. If y'all want me to come on, I don't know what time it is, but if y'all want me to come on at all right, it's 2:00. If y'all want me to come on at 4, I'll be back on here. But let me know if y'all want me to come back on. If y'all have any questions, let me know. And please share the video. And if y'all want me, oh yeah, I really shouldn't. All right, do I want to do this? I don't be on there like that. I'm about to just give it to y'all. All right, F it. No, I ain't gonna give it to y'all. I'm gonna get a business page. All right, so I'm gonna make a new Instagram, matter of fact, just for my YouTube channel, and then I'm gonna post it because there's a lot of stuff going on right now, and I want a page that's just dedicated to YouTube so that y'all can contact me if y'all want to contact me to ask me any questions. If y'all want me to go live and stuff like that, I want to have a way of communication. So right now, when I get off of here, I'm about to create a new Instagram that's solely for YouTube. And, with this YouTube channel, y'all can contact me and stuff like that. And it's just going to be for YouTube. So I'm about to make it as soon as I get off of here. And then I'm going to post it to my community tab. So please spread the word that Naima, LoVin All of Nah is about to make an Instagram page. An Instagram page that's solely for YouTube so that y'all can contact me and stuff like that. So please spread the word whenever y'all want me to go live, whatever type of content y'all want me to make. If y'all have any questions, y'all can contact me, Viva, through the Instagram page. Y'all can DM me. So that's what I'm about to do right now. So I'm going to set up the page, and then I might be back on here at 4:00. But please look out for the community tab I'm going to have a screenshot of the Instagram page. So see y'all later. And thank you for joining me. And please hit a like on your way out. Bye.